Deep in the Atlantic Ocean, something stirs beneath the waves. A colossal shadow moves, its dorsal fin cutting through the surface like a knife. Fishermen panic as a massive shark, larger than a battleship, emerges from the depths. Its eyes glow an eerie red, and its razor-sharp teeth glisten under the moonlight. The ocean trembles as the beast lets out a deep, guttural growl that echoes for miles. Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, is patrolling the skies above the city when his ring picks up an urgent distress signal. A holographic image of the United Nations Emergency Council appears before him, displaying footage of the massive shark terrorizing the Atlantic. Lantern, this is an extinction-level threat, the Council warns. Without hesitation, Hal's emerald aura flares as he rockets toward the ocean. As Green Lantern nears the ocean, he spots the massive creature moving toward a cargo ship. With a flick of his wrist, he conjures a massive green barrier to shield the vessel. The shark collides with it, sending shockwaves across the water. Lantern narrows his eyes. Guess you don't like being stopped, huh? The shark lets out a deafening roar and lunges again, its sheer force cracking Lantern's construct slightly. Realizing brute force alone won't stop the beast, Green Lantern shifts tactics. He constructs a massive harpoon out of emerald energy and launches it at the shark. The harpoon strikes its side, making the creature recoil for a moment before it snaps the construct in half with its powerful jaws. "Oh, you've got to be kidding me," Lantern mutters as the shark surges forward again. Lantern plunges into the ocean, his emerald aura illuminating the deep blue abyss. The shark vanishes into the darkness, its massive silhouette barely visible. Suddenly, it lunges from the side, its jaw snapping inches from Lantern's construct shield. Water pressure surges as the beast's powerful tail propels it forward again, forcing Lantern to maneuver swiftly. "You're fast for something that big," he mutters, forming a green trident to strike back. Lantern thrusts his glowing green trident forward, striking the shark's snout. The beast recoils momentarily, shaking its massive head. But instead of retreating, it becomes more aggressive. With a burst of speed, it circles Lantern, its enormous fins creating underwater whirlpools. Suddenly, it strikes again, forcing Lantern to conjure a massive chain to restrain its movement. The emerald chains tighten around the shark's body, momentarily holding it in place. But with a mighty thrash of its tail, it snaps them like twigs. The force of its movement sends Lantern tumbling backward through the water. "Okay. Note to self. Reinforce constructs next time," he mutters before summoning a massive net to ensnare the beast. Green Lantern hurls his enormous emerald net, the energy strands glimmering as they expand underwater. The net envelops the shark, its sheer size barely enough to contain the beast. The shark thrashes violently, its fins slicing through the water like blades. It rolls, twisting the net around itself, pulling Lantern closer with its movements. "Oh no, you don't." Lantern grunts, reinforcing the net with additional layers of energy. The shark, sensing it is being restrained, lets out a deep, rumbling sound before charging toward the ocean floor, dragging Lantern with it. As the shark crashes into the ocean floor, it kicks up a massive cloud of sand and debris. Green Lantern barely manages to shield himself as jagged rocks and coral shards fly in all directions. The impact shakes the seabed, and the pressure creates cracks in the ocean floor. The shark struggles against the net, but its sheer force weakens the construct. Lantern grits his teeth, reinforcing it again while forming a massive drill. "Let's see if you like this," he shouts, aiming at the weakened net. Just as Lantern prepares to strike, the shark violently twists its body, snapping the net apart. The force of the motion sends a shockwave through the water, throwing Lantern backward. "You just love ruining my plans, don't you?" he mutters, summoning twin energy blades. The shark turns, its deep black eyes locking onto Lantern before surging forward with terrifying speed. Lantern swings his emerald blades, barely dodging the shark's gaping maw. Each swipe creates glowing trails of energy, illuminating the murky water. The shark twists, its fins acting like rudders, allowing it to pivot unnaturally fast. With a snap of its tail, it sends a burst of water pressure, knocking Lantern off balance. "Okay, you've got skills," Lantern admits, summoning a shield just in time to block another bite. Lantern, regaining control, clenches his fist and constructs an enormous glowing cage around the shark. The green bars pulse with energy, holding the beast in place. "Time to settle down, big guy," he mutters. But the shark doesn't stop. It thrashes wildly, its powerful tail slamming against the bars. Cracks begin to form in the construct. "You've gotta be kidding me," Lantern groans, reinforcing the cage as fast as he can. With one final, earth-shaking thrash, the shark shatters the energy cage into glowing shards. The force sends Lantern tumbling backward, his constructs flickering as he tries to stabilize himself. "All right, that's it," he growls, his eyes glowing with determination. He summons a massive emerald anchor, swinging it toward the shark with all his strength. The anchor smashes into the shark, momentarily stunning it, but instead of retreating, the beast surges forward, its massive jaws snapping shut just inches from Lantern's face. He barely dodges, flipping backward while conjuring a spinning energy saw. The ocean churns violently around them, the battle shaking the very depths of the sea. The shark, sensing an opportunity, whips its tail with an unbelievable force, generating a massive underwater shockwave. The wave surges forward like a tsunami, slamming into Lantern and sending him spiraling. "Alright, you wanna play rough? Let's play rough." He grits his teeth, summoning an enormous energy barrier to shield himself as he regains his footing. Lantern propels himself forward with a sudden burst of energy, forming a giant hammer. The shark charges at the same time, their attacks colliding with an explosive force. The impact sends shockwaves through the water, causing nearby sea creatures to flee in panic. "Not bad," Lantern mutters, gripping his weapon tighter. The shark, now furious, unleashes its full strength, lunging at Lantern with blinding speed. Lantern barely has time to react, forming a last-minute energy shield. The impact is so powerful that cracks begin to form in his construct. Hold together. Just a little longer, he grits his teeth, reinforcing the barrier as he prepares his final move. With one final burst of willpower, Lantern summons a massive construct, a colossal harpoon. As the shark charges again, he hurls the glowing spear forward. It pierces through the water like lightning, striking the beast with a force that shakes the ocean floor. The shark lets out one final, thunderous roar before slowly sinking into the depths. As the waters settle, Lantern takes a deep breath. He watches as the massive beast vanishes into the abyss. "You put up one hell of a fight," he mutters, before turning and soaring toward the ocean's surface. The battle is over, but the ocean never forgets.